Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jameis Winston and the Sacramento Miners versus Mitchell Trubisky and the Salt Lake City Elks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without it.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Taken in at the 3. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback who grew up just outside of Cleveland on Lake Erie, Mitchell Trubisky.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. That one complete to Tebow. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 137 yards, and a score.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Winston's throw pulled in by Woods. First down, Winston. Complete. It's Henry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's a second down. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Winston on 3rd and 2. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Winston now to throw on 1st down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Winston now. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Jameis to throw it. And Woods has it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Winston. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Miners have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. On 2nd down, Swift. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Throwing here, Trubisky. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That last throw moves him past 27,989 yards for his career, so that means he moves ahead of the blonde bomber, Terry Bradshaw, on the all-time list.
And boy, he loved to throw it downfield, didn't he? That's why he was the blonde bomber. Remember, he'd throw it downfield to John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. That was gorgeous. Big throws, big plays. Terry Bradshaw.
They go play action. Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Now Trubisky lost the football, and this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Winston now after the fumble recovery. This is the tight end Fan. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Winston. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
A 1st down carry for Henry. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. Henry again on 2nd down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's taken down inside the 30. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Henry again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal. Now Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins there to make the grab. And the Miners are able to extend their lead. Well, this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Trubisky to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And this one incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky fighting Hilton on the slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Green. 7 yards the pickup there. From the 38, Trubisky. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They go play action with Trubisky. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 4 yards remain for second down. Play action now. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And meanwhile, Winston's throw into the hands of Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On third down, Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Yards on the return following a punt of 41. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Trubisky's throw pulled in by Tebow. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On third down, Trubisky. Complete to Hilton. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Baker Mayfield, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from...
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Winston. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Henry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down and 4. Winston firing quickly here, and that's complete. Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown on the season. And the Miners take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Patterson now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The defense working their way back out now onto their home turf. Recovered the fumble, up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball in the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your response.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Kyle Van Noy picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Winston's throw caught by Higgins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. To throw is Winston. This is caught. And he's brought down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and goal, Winston. And it's caught. Touchdown. T. Higgins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Miners take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. I'll tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it is 28-0. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's got Green. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now Trubisky on first down. He'll get that into the hands of Tebow. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point try now for Patterson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. He'll get that left side. Here's Tebow. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run here with Swift. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Trubisky. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. On 2nd and 10, Trubisky. That one complete to Tebow. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Trubisky to throw. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Trubisky will throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Short pass taken in by Tebow. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Trubisky. He'll get this off to Swift. So the completion good for just 3. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And Charles, in a very one-sided affair, I think we've reached the point in the broadcast where you and I, we may have some filling to do, right?
Yeah, I think you're right about that because we got to try and keep people around. We don't want them to change the channel. Stay with us in this game. Is that Ben Ramsar? Are you hearing from Ben on the headset here telling us stretch this thing out a little bit?
Get some talking points. Dig them all out.
That's what you get. A big-time producer. Keep them here.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody to run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. 2nd and 9. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Winston. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Winston now. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Salt Lake City, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.